Kagura syndrome. After nearly 2 blissful years of dating, you finally tie the knot with the absolute love of your life. The honeymoon is a dream filled with sun, sand, and way too much pina colada. But when you return, you start to notice something odd. Your spouse, who you know better than anyone, suddenly feels different. Welcome to the mental disorder known as Kagura syndrome, aka imposter syndrome. Forget about doubting your abilities. This is doubting every single person in your life. Kagura syndrome is a mental condition where a person is utterly convinced that someone close to them, like a friend, spouse, or family member, has been replaced by an identical imposter. This bizarre belief often kicks in after severe head trauma or in the presence of brain diseases like Alzheimer's. It's like living in a real-life sci-fi movie where you're constantly convinced that aliens abducted and replaced everyone you know. Familiar places like your home now feel like an elaborate replica, and you begin to feel emotionally detached from people you were once very close with. However, while this condition can feel like you're living in a constant state of a bad sci-fi movie that could lead to depression and frustration, you can still live a very normal and healthy life with therapy and the proper treatment. And if all else fails, remember, the real test of love is standing by someone even when you're convinced they're a robot. Diogenes syndrome. Imagine living in an apartment where every single surface is completely covered with piles of newspapers, food wraps, trash of every kind, old clothes you've had since you were a baby, and even a zoo's worth of stray animals. Now, not only is your entire apartment a chaotic trash house, but your personal hygiene is also someone no one would want to write home about. The last time you had a shower or even changed your clothes was months ago. You see, this is precisely what living with Diogenes syndrome is. It's not just about being messy or dirty. It's an overwhelming and compulsive need to hoard and neglect oneself. The idea of cleaning up or throwing anything away feels as foreign as flying to Mars. If you have this condition, you would withdraw from friends, family, and society and live in self-imposed exile amidst your clutter. The worst of all is that you would literally feel no shame or embarrassment when people are talking about your living conditions. Sadly, Diogenes syndrome usually affects older people and typically starts after they experience a traumatic loss of something or someone dear to them. It's as if your brain created an extreme defense mechanism to loss and decided to hold on to everything it perceives as special, no matter how silly. People with Diogenes syndrome rarely reach out for help and are often diagnosed after a family member reaches out for help on the person's behalf.